notified every time I upload, and comment down below your thoughts about it. Don't forget to enjoy.
Hi, Elena.
Ilana, how are you? I don't see you yet.
Oh, I don't know what the problem is. My camera looks like it's on.
Oh, look down below and see whether there's a line going through the picture of the camera.
Yeah, just a moment. I got it. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so how are you this day?
I'm having a pretty good morning so far.
Good. Before we begin, it's okay to put this on YouTube, on social media, on my site, used for courses if need be?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what positive changes have you noticed in the past week?
Well, I haven't noticed anything real drastic or real definite, but what I have noticed is more of a subtle sense of well-being.
Good. Good. And
Now, I did notice after the first session I was quite fatigued. I don't know if that's typical or what.
very typical. That's a good sign. It means things are changing.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so last week you got up to age 2. Let's just go back and check to make sure that nothing has changed from conception and birth and age 1. I'll move on. In the beginning, it's slow. Generally, it speeds up as we get later in age. Okay?
Now, it's okay if I'm not remembering these specific events, right? I mean, as we go along.
You don't events, your unconscious will do the work for you. Don't worry about that.
That makes me feel better. And then I wanted to review the points because I think the points are, I'll just tell you what I think they are. Between the eyes,
right?
The corner of the eye, under the eye,
Mm-hmm.
and then straight to the collarbone, and then the wrist.
Right. You got it.
Okay.
Okay, great. So let's just close your eyes. Imagine that big hallway going all the way down with doors on either side. Each door has a number on it, and you're going all the way back to conception. And as you get to conception, you open up the door, you walk inside, you see this big control board in front of you with a big executive chair. You don't have to sit down in the chair yet, just take a look at the control board, find the dial that says self-worth, going from 0 to 10. 0 is down in the dumps, all the way down below. 10 is queen of the sky, top of the mountain. Where's your number?
I'd say that's at a 1 right now.
At a 1. Okay. Reach out and touch it with your hand. Notice where you feel it inside. Turn it up. Notice the shifts and changes that occur inside as you turn it up.
You mean turn it towards 10?
Yep, towards 10, where 10 is the top of the world. I mean, you're feeling really, really good.
Okay.
Okay, where do you get it to?
I'm sorry, what?
To what number did you manage to get it to?
Get it to 2?
Okay, and where do you feel it when you get to 2?
I feel it in my solar plexus.
Notice there's a color attached to it. What's the color?
A light pink color.
What color would you want it to be?
I'd like it to be more vibrant.
Okay, so I want you to breathe the vibrance inside of it. Keep breathing it in till all of it turns to be more vibrant.
Okay, I think it's all vibrant, more vibrant now.
Okay, take a look at your dial again and see what number it is.
Three.
Okay, reach out and touch it. Turn it up. Feel the shifts and changes that occur inside as you turn it up.
Okay, yeah, I'm feeling changes.
Good.
Okay, so I've got it turned up.
To what number?
I think I'm at a 10 now.
Okay, good. Now try turning it down, see what happens instead.
Kind of interesting. It's almost like internally I see these pieces kind of something flinging off into space.
Good. Let them. You don't need
Okay.
them anymore. Where did you get it to?
Go to a 2.
Okay, where do you feel the 2?
In my right toes.
There's a color attached. What's the color?
Kind of a cream color, a light cream color.
What color do you want it to be?
I'd like it to be more of like a real light brown, comforting brown.
Okay, so breathe that light, comforting brown in. Keep bringing it in till there's no more light cream left. It's all light, comforting brown.
Okay, I think I'm there.
Okay, go back, look at the number on the dial. What number is it now?
A 3.
Okay, reach out your hand and touch it. Notice where you feel it inside. Turn the dial up. Notice the shifts and changes that occur inside as you do.
What I get again is that sense of something moving, swirling around inside of me.
Good. And what number do you get it to?
I'm at a 4 now.
Okay, can you continue turning it up or does it stop at a 4?
I'll try to bring it up. Yeah, I can bring it up a little. I think I got it to a 7.
Okay. Notice where you feel it inside as it's at the 7. Notice there's a color attached. What's the color?
I'm feeling it right in the middle of my back, and it's a kind of a gray color.
What color do you want it to be?
I'd like it to be white.
Just go ahead and breathe in that white. Keep breathing it in until there's no gray left. It's all white.
Okay, the gray is gone.
Okay, go and look at your dial again. What number is it now?
My dial is at a 2.
2. Okay, notice where you feel it inside.
My stomach.
See if you can turn it up.
Yeah, I can, but at some point it feels like it just starts to stick a little bit.
Okay, what number does it stick?
At a 6.
Notice where you feel it inside the 6. Notice there's a color attached. What's the color? And where do you feel it?
Again, it's back in my solar plex, and it's let's see what color it is. It's a pine green.
What color would you want it to be?
I'd like to switch over to blue, sky blue.
Okay, so breathe in that sky blue. Keep breathing it in until there's no pine green left. It's all sky blue.
So, Elena, is this really working on the subconscious level?
Absolutely. The other day I was working with someone who had a real fear of confrontation. By the time we got to the end, he was like, I might as well just find out what the answer is because it's worse not to know than it is to confront someone.
And it goes faster as you go along because you're removing more and more things.
Exactly, and because the basis are from the early years. They're the ones that gave the first, if you didn't feel good about yourself when you were 2 years old, the chances are that when you're 10 years old, everything's going to feel bad too. And when you're 20 years old, everything's going to feel bad too. But if you raise your self-worth at age 2, everything else changes for the future.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because those things that bothered you beforehand no longer bother you. Once you have the self-confidence, the self-worth, it's like it's their problem, not my problem. Understand?
I think I get that.
So I've done it with hundreds of people. This is the way it works. The beginning always takes a long time. Once you get past age 5, 6, it tends to go much faster. And that's between conception till age 5, 6 is the time usually when everything is written down on your unconscious.
So then those things, once you clear them out, start to have an effect on your present life.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Okay, I've seen it. It definitely has an effect. This can change people's lives. As simple as it might seem, whenever you feel something inside your body, that's an experience that you're holding over there that's holding you back. When you change the color, you're changing how you hold it inside of you.
I mean, honestly, and people have probably told you this, sometimes as you go along doing this work, you feel like you're kind of making it up.
You're not making it up, right? Your unconscious mind talks in a way that, number one, it's a small little whim. It's a little voice. It's not the loud voice of your conscious mind. And when you hear it, you kind of say, no, that can't possibly be. I'm just making it up. And you want to edit it. Don't. That is your unconscious mind talking. And the more you listen to it, the louder it will speak. The less you listen to it, the lower it speaks.
So does the unconscious mind want to get rid of this stuff?
The unconscious mind doesn't know what's right and what's wrong, what's good or what's bad. It just knows what is. And what was written over there is. Okay? Now, it's an answering machine. Means it is set to answer any question you give it. If you're trying to turn something, okay, your self-worth up, and there's an experience that's written over there that won't let you turn it up, it's not going to let you turn it up. And you've seen it. You've seen that it gets stuck, right? And then the moment you change it inside, suddenly it starts turning because you've changed that experience that you're holding inside of you.
Okay, so let me clarify that. When I just had that experience just a few minutes ago where I got stuck a little bit, what is that getting stuck?
It means there's some experience that you stored inside of you that says to you, no, you're not worth that much. You can't turn it up any more than that.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, now let's say you have 15 times that you feel it in your stomach. There's 15 experiences stored over there. Generally, experiences of the same type are stored on the same sort of peg, same area. Okay? So every time you have another experience that strengthens that first experience, it gets put in the same place. And then the proof gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes like a total belief.
Yeah, and that's why we attract those things into our lives then.
Exactly. So what we're basically doing now is we're going piece by piece, changing the proofs that prove that belief that you have.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure. Thank you for explaining that.
Now, when you do the changing of the color, you could just as well do tapping. You could just as well do spinning. You could also do EMDR. The tapping and the spinning, I'm sort of shying a little bit away from because I know that it tires your arm out. And when you just change the color, you don't have to use your body parts. You just use your mind.
Okay.
All right? We can do the tapping and the spinning as well. It does the same exact work. Either way, what you're doing is you're breaking the trance and you're changing what you hold inside of you. Okay?
No, I'm okay doing it this way.
Okay. Sometimes if it gets a little bit stuck this way, then I'll move over to the tapping or the spinning or the EMDR. Right? But right now it's working great for you, so I don't feel like tiring you out too much. So
I appreciate that.
I'd rather get more work done.
Because, my energy level just isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, I understand that. So as long as you're doing it well like this, I'd rather just cover more information than tire you out by doing the tapping or the spinning.
And this self-worth thing has been with me for a long time, but after having had this stroke, I think the self-worth got even worse because, my opinion of myself has downgraded even more.
Yeah. I agree. And by the way, I work with someone who had a stroke who got back, I would say, 30 to 40% of the movement that she lost during the stroke after our sessions.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know how good that makes me feel to hear that. It gives me so much hope.
So, I don't know if it was immediately after, but I remember seeing her after the second or the third session where she was already moving her other arm and she didn't even notice she was moving it. And I kind of looked at her and I said, wasn't that the arm that wasn't moving so much the first week? And she goes, oh, you're right, it was. So,
Wow.
I can't say how long it will take, how long it takes for the things to change around inside of you, but with this person, it certainly did work. So.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Okay, no problem. Let's get back over here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so it was pine green and you want to be sky blue.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like it is sky blue right now.
Good. Go back, look at your dial. What's the number?
I am at a 7.
Good. See if you can turn it up. Notice the shifts and changes occur inside as you turn it up.
Okay, I've turned it up.
Is it a 10?
Yeah, I'm at a 10.
Okay, try turning it down, see what happens instead.
Okay.
Did it turn down?
Yeah, it did.
To where?
I put it back at a 7.
Okay, notice where you feel the 7. Notice there's a color attached. What's the color?
I'll try to find out, but the colors are getting a little bit more difficult to distinguish.
Okay, so maybe we might have to move over to tapping. It means we're getting closer. That's a good sign.
I'd say it's a kind of a pavement colored charcoal color. Charcoal. Let's go with charcoal.
Okay, what color do you want it to be?
I want it to be light green.
Okay, so breathe in light green. Keep breathing it in until there's no charcoal left. It's all light green.
Okay, I think I got it to a light green.
Okay, go ahead, look back where your number is.
4
Okay, where do you feel the 4?
in my left side.
That's the side that's paralyzed, right?
Yes.
Okay, notice the color that's attached to it.
Notice what, Elena?
The color that's attached to it.
Okay. Well, there's a little bit of red coming in.
Okay, and what color do you want to be?
Dark blue.
Just go ahead, breathe in that dark blue until there's no red left.
Okay, the red is gone.
Is it dark blue?
Yeah, it is dark blue.
Okay, go back, look at your dial. What's the number?
I'm right at a 4.
Okay, reach out and touch it. Turn it up. Notice the shift and changes that occur inside as you do.
I mean, I can turn it up, but I'm getting a little bit of resistance as I turn. Okay, now it turned.
Okay, where did it turn to?
Back to a 10.
Okay, try turning it down, see what happens instead.
Feels like I get to a point and then I'm having this feeling in my left mid area, and that feels where it's sticking at.
Okay, start tapping. This feeling in my left mid area, whatever it means, whatever it presents, whatever I linked it to, all the proof supporting it, all the conflicts around it, wanting to let it go, afraid to let it go. It's been really my whole life. I wouldn't know myself without it.
I wouldn't know myself without it.
No one would know me without it.
No one would know me without it.
Wouldn't even know what to do with self-worth if I had it.
Wouldn't even know what to do with self-worth if I had it.
Oh, just let it go.
Just let it go.
I love the lack of self-worth. It's helped me for so long,
It's helped me for so long,
but now it's time to transform it
but now it's time to transform it
into something
into something
that will work for both of us.
that will work for both of us.
I call my creative part
I call my creative part
to change and transform this lack of self-worth
to change and transform this lack of self-worth
into something
into something
that will create a sense of well-being,
that will create a sense of well-being,
health,
health,
happiness,
happiness,
and joy.
and joy.
And I ask it to look for any secondary gains. And I ask it to look for any secondary gains.
Yes, you have.
Now I ask your unconscious creative part
Okay.
to look for
Yes,
any secondary gains
Okay.
and to create a new program,
And to create a new program,
a program of health,
a program of health,
wealth,
wealth,
joy,
joy,
and well-being
and well-being
that will still give me that secondary gain,
that will still give me that secondary gain,
but in a much more productive way.
but in a much more productive way.
And I let everything else go.
I let everything else go.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out. Remember we created that force field last week? A good place?
Yes, I do remember.
So go to that good place, that force field,
Peace.
and say peace.
Now I'm starting to feel a shift.
Good. So where's your self-worth now? Look at the dial.
The dial is at a 3 right now.
Reach out and touch it. Turn it up. Notice a shift and changes occur inside as you do.
Okay, and I just, feel a lot of energy flying around inside of me.
Okay, good. Keep going until you get a 10 and let the energy keep flying till it's done.
Okay, I got it to a 10.
Okay, good. Let's try turning it down, see what happens instead.
As I try to turn it down, I feel just a little bit of a cramping in my intestinal area. It's not severe or anything, just a slight.
Okay, start tapping. This cramping,
This cramping,
whatever it means,
whatever it means,
whatever it represents,
whatever it represents.
all the proofs of that lack of self-worth,
All the proofs about lack of self-worth,
all the memories of lack of self-worth,
all the memories of lack of self-worth.
they all just came to teach me something.
They all just came to teach me something.
They came to bring me a message.
They came to bring me a message.
And because I didn't hear them before,
And because I didn't hear them before,
they just got stronger and stronger.
they just got stronger and stronger.
But now I'm listening.
But now I'm listening.
Now I get the gift.
Now I get the gift.
And as I get the gift,
And as I get the gift,
I can transform that lack.
I can transform that black
into a place of plentiful.
into a place of plentiful.
Plenty of self-worth.
Plenty of self-worth.
Just like I was created to have.
Just like I was created to have.
Just like my birthright was.
Just like my birthright was.
Before everything got tainted.
Before everything got tainted.
I thank you for all its hard work.
I thank you for all this hard work.
Trying to keep me safe.
Trying to keep me safe.
The only way that you knew how.
What was that again?
The only way that you knew how.
The only way that you knew how.
But I have better tools now.
But I have better tools now.
And I'm using them.
And I'm using them.
To create a full sense of self-worth.
To create a full sense of self-worth.
To transform that lack.
To transform that lack.
Into plenty.
Into plenty.
With the help of my creative part.
With the help of my creative part.
And to transform any secondary gain.
And to transform any secondary gain.
into a gain from having a full sense of worth.
into a gain of having full sense of worth.
I let everything else go.
I let everything else go.
And as I do,
And as I do,
my whole world changes for the better.
my whole world changes for the better.
I am safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. Go to that force field, feel the good feeling, and say peace.
Now again, I mean, I'm really feeling this. This is a really significant session.
Good. You can see the change in your face, by the way.
Really.
Really. Okay, where's your self-worth now?
You mean just if I look at the dial?
Mm-hmm.
The 2.
Okay. Feel the 2.
No, I'd say it's a little higher than that. Let's say 8 right now.
Oh, that's a big change. Okay. Okay, we're going to keep going until it stays at a 10, because that's where we want it. Okay, turn it up. Notice the shifts and changes that occur inside.
I don't know how to describe it. It feels like a little bit of resistance inside.
Okay. Start tapping this resistance.
It's just a sensation I have.
Yeah, that's fine. Just tap this resistance.
This resistance.
However I feel it.
However I feel it.
However I know it. Doesn't matter which side you tap, whichever side's easier for you. However I know it.
However I know it.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the proofs that support it.
All the proofs that support it.
All the memories that support it.
All the memories that support it.
From past lives.
From past lives.
Present lives.
Present lives.
Future lives.
Future lives.
And parallel lives.
And parallel lives.
I choose to release them.
I choose to release them.
Delete them.
Delete them.
Transform them.
Transform them.
Into something better.
Into something better.
Into a feeling of well-being.
Into a feeling of well-being.
A feeling of health.
A feeling of health.
A feeling of happiness.
A feeling of happiness.
A feeling of joy.
A feeling of joy.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I call on my creative part
I call on my creative part
to work together with me
to work together with me
to create this transformation,
to create this transformation,
to transform the lack
to transform the lack
into a plentiful.
into plentiful.
I let everything else go.
I let everything else go.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. Go to your safe place.
Peace.
Peace.
I can see that there's so many pieces incorporated into this work. Like, part of what you're doing is Ho'oponopono.
Yep. I incorporate many different things. That's the beauty of it, because it's sort of like I have this conduit, which is guiding me to where to go. So whatever feels right, that's what I do, and it's generally right.
So you actually worked with a woman who'd had a stroke and regained some of her movement as a result of the work.
That's correct. I did.
Such a blessing.
I did. And I don't know if you noticed this, but you're moving a lot more this session than you were last session. When you look back at the videos and you see yourself in the first session, I'm not yet putting them up. It's going to be a while till I put them up. I'm doing a different healing journey right now. But when you look back and you see it, you're going to see that this session, your whole body is moving a lot more than you were last session.
In that last session, I felt really tense all over. My muscles were just hurting and I felt like I could hardly move. Now today, that's not the case at all.
Good. So that's part of the change, right?
Yes.
Good. Excellent.
Thank
Okay.
you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You look much more relaxed. Good thing.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.